shirt, drink, shave, hat, sunglasses. Anything else?
Move to Domino's. I go to sleep with pictures of porn hoes on my wall. Yeah, bitch, I'm trying to fuck all y'all. And the laws of attraction say vision that you'll see it. So I'm trying to close my eyes to see a million bitches screaming.
There you go.
Bada bing, ich wach auf und dann ich werd munter, Sonne scheint runter. Jetzt hab ich endlich einen Grund, um aufzustehen und rauszugehen.
I met a bitch and now she got a wedding ring.
Do you sell fruit here?
Yeah, the fruit's right behind you, actually.
Wow, it's like Florida.
Here on a mission of mercy.
Oh, have I got your attention now?
Broads all abroad wanna take their brows off just to squeeze on their nipple while they suckin'.
Monday night and I'm waiting to finally talk to a girl a little cooler than me. Her name is Nona, she's a rocker.
They use toys, I sniff and watch while I'm jerking on my dick, breathe nothing all on my socks.
This is out of the way here. Cover it up, yeah, man. Whew, whew.
Is that a new picture or?
No, it is not. But you know what is new?
What?
Spring break.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I'm so excited. Do you have any big plans? Or?
I probably shouldn't tell you about it.
Come on, Dana.
Well, I don't think I should tell you about it.
What if I tell you about mine first?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So last year I spent a lot of money on mine. I went to the beach and I hung out with a lot of my old friends from high school. But this year I don't have a lot of money. So I'm gonna
feel you there, brother.
just sort of hang out in town.
Yeah, maybe that.
But I have time off work. I have just sort of a week to just hang out. No responsibilities.
Well, my plans are a little bit more exciting, and you know why? I'm going to be taking some illegal drugs.
Oh.
They're legal, but you can only have them if they're for you.
Okay.
Like, what is that thing makes you study better?
Oh yeah, Adderall.
Adderall, probably some. Pretty much any.
Is legal if you have a prescription?
Yeah, the dentists use it.
Okay.
They dab a little on your eyeball and it makes your teeth go numb.
Oh.
And they pull it out.
Sure.
I'm taking these drugs to make me go harder when I'm drinking every dang day.
You're gonna drink alcohol every single day?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, and then those drugs are gonna make it easier for me to keep doing that.
Huh.
You know where I learned that?
Oh.
On the street. I went downtown.
Is that where you got the
Yeah.
and
I got it from multiple sources that's what I should be doing to have a good time.
Wow.
I made a little reel.
Oh.
Yeah, let's take a look. I interviewed some folks on the street about spring break. How am I going to have a good time? Let's give it a watch. Well, we're out in the downtown Iowa City area. We're talking to some folks about spring break. Do you have any spring break plans?
I did, but they fell through.
So this is a guy I can relate to. What happened?
One of my friends didn't have the money that I had, and that chick has a nice ass.
Yeah, she does.
I mean, a little bit money goes a long way.
And Creighton is gonna win the freaking tournament!
Do you think I could bet my spring break on that?
You can bet your spring break on it. I'll pay for your spring break.
Do you know Brett?
The Creighton Blue Jays are winning! Yes! You got it? I'm paying for a spring break.
I just found another way to finance my spring break. You got any big plans for spring break?
I actually do. We're going to Panama City, Florida, where we're probably going to get drunk as fuck for a week straight. What's up?
You're going to be going all week long, going hard.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to combat hangovers so you can keep going every day?
We're probably going to take illegal drugs. I'm not even kidding.
Like what?
Adderall and come on.
Okay.
All right. This is obviously going to be on my fucking thing. God damn it.
We can blur his face, right?
Please blur my fucking face.
Okay.
All right, blur my face.
I saw an 80-year-old chick get naked into a fucking slide down a slip and slide with a beer in her hand still.
Did she spill it?
No, she didn't. She has experience. I mean...
Yeah, I know what you're saying. If spring break was an animal, what animal would it be?
It would be a leopard combined with a tortoise.
Why would it be that?
Because it has a shell but can also rip ass.
Should I do body shots?
Yes.
So I'll see you in the morning?
Yeah, wait.
What's your name?
What's your name?
I'm Dana T.
I'm Chad.
Chad, nice. What are you doing for spring break?
Take a guess.
A lot of people are going to see their family and friends.
Oh, dang.
What kind of water sports you like?
Yo, I'm a big fan of boogie boarding.
If I was boogie boarding, I'd be listening to probably funk music or something, right? Because I get to boogie down.
No, definitely got to go with the reggae.
Oh, I get it, man.
We're college students, you can't afford spring break, but you go anyway just to make the memories because you can't afford to miss those.
Right. So what are you going to be doing when you're down there?
Skiing and smoking pot.
Just drive and don't stop. Just go wherever you want to go.
People have been telling me to take some stimulants like Adderall. You want me to keep driving and driving. Do you think that's a good way?
Don't take Adderall.
Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. That's really what I live by. I think that everyone should really take that into consideration because you only live once and you might as well step out that comfort zone and really live life.
Step one, get out of my dang bed.
Yeah.
I love the Deadwood. That's one of my favorite haunts. Spook it out, get up like ghosts, go my haunt Deadwood.
I got out of being arrested by asking to be tased once.
So you were probably being a pretty loud guy, doing some crazy stuff, you know, maybe doing handstands with your shirt off, or...
I like to think I was acting the same way that everyone else was.
How was the rest of your spring break?
I saw 13 boobs.
13 boobs! Well, one of the things that I learned from talking to all these people was that it doesn't necessarily matter where you go for spring break. It's more about what you do. You know, we all have our dream vacations, am I right?
Absolutely.
I was thinking maybe you could give me a list from preferably second preferred, third preference, and then first of some of your favorite location places. So starting with number 2.
So the middle one, like I'd really like to go there, but not number 1, would probably be the Washington Monument in D.C. Washington was the greatest president of all.
That's Virginia.
I guess technically.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3, a little bit lower, would be just a water park.
You ever been to Wacky Waters?
I have, yeah.
A lot of people got sick over there because they didn't take care of the lake. And so that's not a place that I would want to go on spring break. It is close and convenient, but the bonsai slide, I tell you, those ladies lose right their top going down that thing. It's so steep.
That sounds...
Do you know what it is now, though?
Yeah?
It is a firefighting training facility.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Is that just because there's water accessible?
Well, I guess that's a convenient place, but I guess, if you're looking for a bunch of hoes, maybe that's the place to go. Am I right? Okay, number 1.
Number 1. Oh, absolutely. I've always wanted to go to New York City.
New York City.
And that's one of those. It's just one of my dreams.
Why?
It's big, and I really like.
Bigger's not always better, but.
Well, what about you? Will you have favorite places?
Turns out I've been hearing a lot about Myrtle Beach. A lot of people our age have been wanting to go to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
I've heard some great things about it, but I did see on the news that it's not looking so good for the natives of Myrtle Beach, though.
Huh? Like the townies?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we actually we've got a little piece showing some of the actual atrocities happening in Myrtle Beach during spring break.
Wow.
Yeah, let's take a look.
What's your name? What do you do? And how long have you lived in Myrtle Beach?
My name is Carlene Cole. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I've lived in Myrtle Beach my entire life.
My name is Simon Richardson. I work as a web designer for Hot Topic.
We have all these miscreant temporary residents that come through. About 14 million of them every year. It's disgusting. It's a town of 27,000 people. It's not a metropolis. I got my house from my mother. Her last thing she said to me when she gave me the house before she died was, remind them all that we live in Horry County, not Whore County.
They break into the store?
All the time. Mm-hmm.
And what do they take?
Well, they take all of the alcohol that we have.
They just take all of the alcohol?
All of it.
My name is Marshall Steakhouse. I work at my dad's Waffle House in Myrtle Beach. They come in with a mannequin. You know what was coming out of that mannequin?
What came out of that mannequin?
A beer bong. You know where that was coming out of?
Where is it coming out of?
The mannequin's vagina.
I was out walking my cat, David Byrne, and out of nowhere, this guy, he scoops up David Byrne, and he lifts him up like this, and he goes, "Yo, Brad, throw in the pussy." Well, financially, we're having some trouble. I had to move out of my apartment.
You live in your store?
I have to. As David Byrne is flying through the air, he extends his claws, and he latches on to Brad's face.
They begin to do crazy things. Hospitals are full of, I'm sorry for what I'm gonna say, but stupid people.
So now, I have a lawsuit against me for $50,000 for damages, physical and emotional. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to start working for Urban Outfitters too.
How's David Byrne doing?
I don't think he respects me anymore. He won't look me in the eyes.
These poor people who can't afford to even live here with the rest of us just sort of take a week out of their, year of sadness to come and enjoy our land and stuff.
Last year I was walking home and I saw a young man. He was up on a balcony.
He said something that had to do with spring break, and then he fell.
Every spring break, I go to Myrtle Beach. I take my dog. Some spring breakers that were there had switched out the water bowl with another water bowl that was filled with liquor. We took the dog to the vet. He had to have his stomach pumped.
Is Shark okay?
Oh, he's fine now.
I say, let's go take a look at this property over here. And there are people passed out on the back porch. There are people laying in the pool. They climb over the fences. They come right in.
I'm reluctant to share this, but it's about my sister, and she's been so brave as to tell our family. She was goaded into a what they call a wet t-shirt contest.
And I see a man on the 3rd floor, and he also falls down.
What happens at these wet t-shirt contests?
They have them to wear these shirts, typically thin white shirts. Then they're drenched with water or beer or anything else to make the shirt transparent. And then you can see right through the shirt, see the women's breasts.
Our pet beluga whale, Raymond, had a dorsal fin severed by a shirtless man on a jet ski the other day. And so we've decided to just sort of keep him in a tank in the basement. The water's getting like really cloudy with blood and stuff, and no one's really been able to see him for a while.
Do you think Raymond might have passed away?
I mean, I don't know, but it's starting to smell really bad, and I know that my grandparents, John and Janet Ashcroft, don't really want to go down there very much anymore, so we've pretty much been having my manservant, Egbert, deal with it.
They're women showing their boobs, you know? I don't know what's the fun of that.
You know, these are the women who want me to pay for their birth control. Do you know that? Do you know about these girls? Yeah, they think my tax dollars should pay for their insurance.
I just like to think that at some point I would be close enough to catch people.
My dad had the saying, drunk spring breakers at Myrtle Beach love coming to the steakhouse, Waffle House. I've always loved that saying because it's so true.
So if you had one piece of advice to give to the spring breakers, or any kind of plea, what would it be?
Get out.
Stay the fuck out.
Bring your own. It gets really hard to buy whenever the spring breakers are in town because they hit up all my guys and then they won't answer the phone. I have to wait in the parking lot of a fucking Rite Aid or whatever for 90 minutes just to get a little bit of booger sugar.
Just leave other people alone, you know? If somebody doesn't look like they want to party with you, then just don't try to party with them.
All right, so Myrtle Beach, not on my list.
No.
Just cross that out. But another thing that you can do, wherever you are, is surrounding yourself with great people. And some of the people I like to have around me is chefs.
Sure.
Doctors. Boyardee, doctors.
Yeah.
That's more not really to have a good time, but in case you get a jellyfish sting. Of course, out on the West Coast, they're having all these jellyfish dying right up onto the shore, and you think you're stepping on a bit of seaweed. It's a jellyfish. You get sting, and then you're gonna have to get a stranger to pee on you. Don't get a stranger. Have a doctor with you. Who else?
I like to surround myself with a lot of funny people because I feel down and I feel blue a lot. So
I guess we know why he's on the show because I'm a funny guy. Well, I did get actually a chance to be around a pretty funny people the other day. Funny person. T.J. Miller. You ever heard of him?
Yeah, I know. I saw his show here. I'm a big fan of the Yogi Bear.
I thought it was a bit Yogi unbearable. I didn't tell him that in the interview that I had with him just a few days ago. But after the break, we will have that interview that I did with T.J. Miller.
I was just at It's Brothers. Do you want to go to It's Brothers? Follow me. Come on down to It Is Brothers. It's Brothers. We got beer, Keystone, Corona, Keystone Light, Anheuser-Busch, Icehouse,
Coors Light.
We've got vodka, Smirnoff Cake, Smirnoff Whipped Cream, Smirnoff Bubblegum, Smirnoff Tootsie Roll.
We have Svedka, we have Hawkeye, we have Grey Goose,
UV.
Rum. We've got Captain Morgan.
We've got whiskey.
Maker's Mark.
We got 3 kinds of wine. We've got red, we've got white, we've got, don't tell anyone, blue. Mix them all together, you got an American 4th of July special.
So come on down to It Is Brothers because where you're here, it is brothers.
Little known fact, we're also a grill. Come on down!
And there's a place right up the street. So get me some drinks and something fun to eat. Grab a beer with all my friends. Have some laughs like it never ends. Hanging out just like I said. It's so much fun, we don't want it to end. We're going out tonight.
What? How? If you? Wait. What? Belly.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
So,
I was in a comedy group.
What was?
I don't want to talk about it, Tina. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it up.
I mean, we can move on.
I hope so. When are you going to ask me about the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Did you see the Super Bowl?
I did.
What'd you think? What do you think about the controversy?
I mean, I think it's just football, you know?
That's true.
I was really happy that it was the 2 states that had legalized marijuana, and every city was like, it's time for a Super Bowl.
Yep.
I have a show in a sex shop in West Hollywood.
Wow.
Called The Pleasure Chest. It's called Performance Anxiety, and it, that's a pretty fun one. That's a weird one. The reason is, and I'm really serious about that, the reason that it's so fun doing the show there is you have to be a certain kind of person to go into a sex shop to watch comedy. You have to be a little open to you know, new things, or be a little bit liberal-minded to like be watching stand-up comedy next to a dildo. They sell in like the Bachelorette fun like party trick, like penis straws like, you know, candy dick necklaces and all that stuff. They have boobs pasta and penis pasta.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
And I just like, what if some guy as a joke bought the dick pasta and the boob pasta and then made it, and then when he ate it, he's like, this is the best pasta I've ever had. And so then he had to keep coming back and getting it. And he's like, yeah, I go to the sex shop to get all my pasta.
How many things do you have coming out?
Well, I work a lot. I work really hard.
You got to.
I guess probably 7.
Wow. Okay.
So,
tell us a little bit about that show.
The Silicon Valley one. It's great. It's about 5 guys that live in Silicon Valley and are kind of trying to make it in the software and app world.
Okay.
And I'm this like, you know, young millionaire who sold a software aggregation program for like, you know, a couple $1 million. Then I bought a house, and it's a hacker hostel. So people come in they give me 10% of their idea. They can live for free.
Okay.
They have to pay for their own food and stuff. And then they live and develop the app.
Probably could get it on demand.
Yeah, you'll be able to get on HBO Go wherever you go.
Yeah.
But the real thing you guys need to see is Search Party, which is the movie that I'm starring in that's coming out in the fall or at the end of the summer.
The end of the summer.
So it's an R-rated comedy.
Well, every time I interview someone, I like to end with parting gifts. This is my first one. I just picked you up a little something here that you fruity gummy candy lunch bag. We got a pizza, a frankfurter, 2 burgers, a bit of fries, and I think there might be a little soda.
Soda. A frankfurter and a soda.
Yes.
That's what I order whenever I go to the ballpark.
And it's peanut free, speaking of the devil.
Oh my God. The peanut devil. This is amazing.
Of course, I always bring my DVD reel.
Oh, that's
And I got a
good.
portrait.
Young
I did a
actors
portrait of you this
know this.
afternoon.
The best way to get your face out there and have people hire you is to have a TV that's completely blank for your reel. Oh my God! Does it look like me?
I didn't realize you were gonna have a beard today, but
I don't think this guy realized either.
Yeah.
He doesn't even realize he has hair.
Yeah, the thing about drawing hair is you run out of room pretty quick.
You got to give room for the hair in this one in particular. I love that. Will you sign it?
Oh, actually, I was kind of, I was gonna give it. I thought maybe you would sign it and I could keep it.
I love your parting gifts.
Yeah. No,
emphasis on the gifts.
I'll sign it. I'll sign it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll sign it.
No, I'll
You
sign it for you.
Well, we could sign it together.
Let's both sign it.
I could. Well, what I could do, I could scan it at the library.
Yeah, let's do that.
Put it up on the internet.
Yeah, and then I'll find it.
Yeah. You could probably Google search.
Google search.
Google search. And,
Gurgle Such.
We'll,
as they used to call me in college, Gurgle Such.
Google Such TJ Miller illustration.
Thank you so much for this, man.
Yeah.
I just can't even tell you.
Enjoy it at your leisure.
I will. Is that a trash?
All right, well, there you have TJ Miller, a prime example of the type of person you want to have on your spring break. And it doesn't matter where you're going to go. You can be going to your grandma's, your Uncle Denny's. You could be going to your partner's house down on the rocks.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Or
matter.
to the beach. Or
The big thing you need to remember is that if you want to have a good time, you're going to have to keep going hard. And one of the ways you can do that is by taking and an Adderall, and that'll just keep you staying up all day long. And then
We can't talk about on the show. We're not gonna be talking about it on the show anymore.
No.
So just try to avoid the conversation.
I am sorry. I've made a big mistake. Guess that there is not a prescription that you can get for that is not something you should be taking. Probably maybe you just take a nap during the day if you got to keep going. I know that I don't need to or anything. I just need good people. Doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm going to have a good spring break.
Definitely.
Okay, great. Well, I hope you found some good tips. It's been a great episode. I have learned a lot. I feel confident about my ability to have a good time. Tyler, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. I think that I wouldn't be here if it weren't for all the great staff we have helping us out today, and I just wanted to really thank them, and also you for getting out there on the street and talking to people. And
well, it's I'm one of those guys who can just get out there, ask them, get the business in. What do I need to know about spring break? That's when turns out you need to know. It's spring break. It's easy. It's important, and.
Well, spring break, it's not just about spring break. It's also about just surrounding yourself with good people and having fun.
Good people, good family.
Going hard.
Going hard. That's what it is.
Well, thank you. See you later, man.
I guess that's about the end of the show. I had a few more jokes I wanted to tell about the sandy beaches, but this is a shared studio, and we're pretty tight on schedule. How many pebbles does it take to fill a beach? You won't believe this. It's actually one for every star in the sky. And if you were Bill Gates, you would be able to buy the whole universe, because they're only 10 cents a star.